Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic. So I wanted to talk about the Terminator Dark Fate. So I did a few Terminator videos in the past when this was first pictures came out and stuff like that. And I kind of gave my thoughts why this is a waste of time to make this movie. And it's just, this is like this franchise is a dead horse that they keep beating. And for some reason they won't clue in and just stop making these movies. Like, Arnold can't do him. He's too old now. And, like, the original cast too old. And that's just the idea has been... And basically, just keep remaking the same movies. Just the same plot over and over and over again. Someone is destined to save the future, and the Terminator comes back in time to try to kill them. And then Terminator gets stopped by either... by another... Usually another Terminator being sent back in time. So, I guess the plot was leaked on Reddit and 4chan. It's Terminator Dark Fate. So, this is on the Terminator's fans website. They have it all on here. So, just to give a little bit of my background with the Terminator franchise, I love the first two Terminator films. I love the first Terminator movie. It was, for me, when I saw it when I was a kid, so it was kind of scary. And it was a very interesting film. The whole idea was for a time travel film. I thought was really unique at the time. And then when Terminator 2 came out, I was like so pumped to see that movie. I could not wait to see that film. It was like one of the most exciting film experiences I've had growing up as a kid. I was like maybe my early teens when that one came out, and I remember going to see it and just loving it. Just loved that movie. And I've rewatched both the first two Terminator movies tons of times since then. And I still like them today. I still can throw them in and watch them today. But then they came out with Terminator 3, and I was kind of excited for that. But when I went to see it, I was disappointed. Didn't really care for it. And then Terminator Salvation, I heard they were going to do like the future war, so that got me excited. And then I seen the trailer for Terminator Salvation, and I knew, oh, this is not going to be very good. Then I went and seen it, and same thing, wasn't very good. And then they did Genesis, and well, that was like the worst one yet. And now this one doesn't really seem, by looking at the trailer, this one doesn't really seem much better. And it just seems like, why are they even doing these? What's the point? And if these plot leaks are true, then yeah, the movie's going to be bad. So Reddit thread reveals Terminator Dark Fate plot leak. So I'm not going to read through all of them, but I'm just going to read through a couple of them here. Parts of a couple of them. So here's the plot leak. So basically, I'm going to read through how the movie starts off and the movie ends according to these plot leaks. So the movie starts off with John and Sarah sitting in a small beach bar in Mexico, deciding how to move on after T2. Carl the Terminator rolls up and unloads 3 shotgun blasts to Little John's chest and kills him. Sarah is knocked out by the Terminator and comes to find John dead. And then it shows title and jumps to modern day. There's a title card that says Guatemala 1998. It's after Sarah's voiceover reveals that they did stop Skynet from rising, but there were other Terminators sent back to eliminate John. Carl arrived in 1995 with the T-1000. Spends 3 years looking for John. One just found him too late. Set in Mexico City, Grace arrives from 2042 and finds the new John Connor, who is the Danny Ramos character, and they go on the run from the Rev 9. Sarah comes and saves them on the freeway and tells them that she found them via GPS texts she gets randomly with coordinates to Terminators, so she hunts them. The augmented human runs the coordinates on the text, and she has the same coordinates tattooed on her body. So they go there and find Arnold. He is the same T-800 that killed John in the beginning. He lost his purpose after killing John, so he just lived a life and developed a kind of conscience. So he decided to help Sarah and find a purpose by texting her the coordinates. She shoots the T-800 within the first 3 minutes of meeting him. Grace and Danny talk her down, but she is not happy about it and even says that as soon as they kill Rev 9, he is toast. There is a part where she sees a picture on the fridge next to a work van that says Carl's Upholstery. And she says, I'm never calling you Carl. It's actually pretty funny. So they'll all team up and kill the Rev 9. Big twist, I guess, is that Skynet never existed, but humans created a program called Legion that basically became the new Skynet. Judgment Day happens in like 2020. something. It should be called Terminator Equal Opportunity, and they even say they don't need men at one point in the movie. The classic Brad Fidel theme isn't in it at all, and when Oni opens the door in the cabin, the dun 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 plays just bad. So that is basically how the movie starts off. So Skynet never rose up, but a new AI came up called Legion, and that Rev 9 is some kind of new Terminator. What Rev 9 means, I don't know. So basically they sent a bunch of Terminators back in time. There's another Terminator called Carl. It's almost as bad as like the old Terminator. So that's why he's old, because he came back in time. He actually succeeded in killing John, but it was too late, and now he just kind of hung around and had Carl's Draperies, had a upholstery business, a Terminator. It sounds stupid. That's so stupid. So then there was another one here that kind of goes on about how the movie ends. Okay, so this is from leaker number 4. So this is basically the ending of the movie. 4chan ending is completely false. I know because I was at the screening in Orange and where all the legit leaks have come from. What really happens is that before Grace dies, she tells Sarah that her power cell can be used to kill the Rev 9. Sarah reaches into Grace's chest and pulls it out, but she can't use it because it's knocked away from her during the fight. Carl T-800 gets it and uses it to kill both himself and the Rev 9. Sarah survives. So that sounds like Terminator 3. Remember Arnold pulled out his power cell and shoved it in the mouth of that female Terminator and blew themselves both up. So it sounds like kind of like the same ending. So it sounds like they're picking pieces from from other past. So basically, all the bad stuff from the past Terminator movies it's all congealing into this Terminator. Like now, you had the same stupid excuse they used in Dark Genesis or in Genesis to explain why the Terminator looks old, because he came back in time and he's just been living around all these years. That idea has already been done. The cybernetically enhanced human, that was done in Terminator Salvation, using the power cell to kill the other Terminator and for the one Terminator to kill another Terminator. That was already done in Terminator 3. And then the liquid metal endoskeleton combination, that was kind of done in Terminator 3. So I don't know, it seems like they're really like, where is this gonna go? This sounds like really bad. This sounds stupid. And then Sarah Connor saying, I'll be back. So they got thrown the I'll be back. Like, I don't know. It's sad now. It's sad. So those are the plot leaks. And has been leaked out. Now, if you want to go, I'll leave a link to this in the description section below the video. So you can read, and you can read the full. That's basically, they just kind of repeat themselves, each one, but there's been a few posts on here of the plot leaks, but basically all the same. They opens up, John Connor is killed right away by this Terminator, and so now they have to find a new savior, so it's a new future, and it's got multiple there's alternate timelines and stuff now, like there's a multiverse, I guess. That was also indicated in the plot leak, so Terminators come back in time from alternate realities and stuff like that. So the whole thing's getting really convoluted. Or the first Terminator movie, so even this got fudged with the second Terminator movie, but the first Terminator movie is a perfect standalone film, because that first Terminator movie is actually the last final battle between humanity and the machines. That's it. Skynet was destroyed. Their defense grid was smashed. This was like a desperate last-ditch effort to win the war, was by sending a Terminator back in time to kill John Connor's mother. And Kyle Reese got sent back with him. So it was like this closed loop. And then that was supposed to be the last battle. He said, it's just me and him. No one else comes through. No one goes home. That's the last battle. Now, I mean, they kind of like, fudged that a bit with the second Terminator movie. But, the sequel was so good. And, you could live with it. And for the longest time, you only had 2 Terminator movies. For years, you only had 2 Terminator movies until Terminator 3 came out. And then now it's just getting more and more and more convoluted. That these movies, I think they should just stop making them. They should stop making Terminator movies. Do something original, do something else, because this isn't working. And I got a feeling this is just going to be another bomb at the box office. And it's kind of disappointing, because everyone thought that once James Cameron got the rights to the Terminator franchise back, we were going to get a really good Terminator movie. But I don't think James Cameron honestly cares. He's just kind of slapped his name on this as a producer, and I don't think he really cares about the Terminator anymore. And I don't think there's much more you could do with this franchise. And if this flops, will they make another one? I don't know, and try to reboot it? Who knows? But I think they should stop after this. Or they should have stopped after 3, or they should have just stopped after 2. It shouldn't have made any more. The time to make if they were ever going to make a third Terminator movie, it should have went straight into the future war. And they should have done it in the 90s, and it should have been directed by James Cameron, and it should have been like a trilogy, and then that movie ends with, you know, Kyle Reese and the original T-800 going back through the time portal at the end of that third film. That would have wrapped everything up perfectly, because, you know, Michael Biehn was still, you know, still could have played Kyle Reese, like he wouldn't have aged so much. Arnold was still, like, you know, everyone still looked young, so he still could have gotten away with it. But that's how they should have ended it. And then just right there, where you'd have a perfect trilogy of movies, and just stop it right there. So that's everything I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.